my beautiful friends, and welcome back to our lessons from englishlime. So we continue our lesson about adjectives. In the previous videos we talked about comparative degrees, right? And you can see from the board the form for comparative degrees. ER, right? Sometimes we have double consonant, sometimes we have E and plus R, or we change Y into I. And in long adjectives you use more, right? Now, in today's lesson we will talk about superlative degree. So for superlative degree, you see how to make it. You have to add the definite article the, right? Plus adjective with the ending est. If it's a long adjective like expensive, comfortable, interesting, beautiful, you add the most, the combination, the most, and just add the bare form of the adjective, right? Let's do it with me together. So the first example is fast, faster. So we write here the fastest because it's short one, right? One syllable. So you add the fastest. Yeah, we have est here. Very easy, right? The next one, cheaper. Cheap, cheaper. Also, it's a short adjective. We add the same construction. The cheapest. The cheapest, right? est. So let me give you some examples about fastest. Here we mean that this is the highest level, the highest quality, right? The example is cheetah is the fastest animal on earth. It means on the whole earth it is the fastest. It is number one, right? So let me write this example for you. Cheetah is the fastest animal on earth, right? So the fastest. All right. So, and the next example with the cheapest. Let me give you some pictures. For example, we have 3 cups, kind of like that. And the price for these cups is, this is $10, this is $8, and this is $5. So, which cup is the cheapest? What do you think? A, B, or C? As you can see, cup C is the cheapest, right? It is $5. So, cup C is the cheapest, right? You can write also is the cheapest cup, like a full version, right? Again, you have you kind of compared all of them and chose just one. It is the cheapest. Just one of them is the cheapest. Cup C, $5, right? All right. The next one, old, older, and the same rule, est, the oldest. The oldest. And let's do the next one more adjective. Big, bigger. And what do you think? Short adjective. We have the same rule of double consonants. So in the superlative degree, it's the same. The biggest with double G letter. The biggest. right? So est plus double G, right? Let me write some examples. First of all, I will clean it. So the example for the oldest. This building is very old. It is the oldest building in the town. So, this building is very old. It is the oldest building in the town. It means in the whole town, we have the category here. In the whole town, it is the oldest building, right? The oldest. All right. And now, next, I will give you some pictures also. I will give you 3 boxes. So A, B, C. What do you think, my friends? Which box is the biggest one? The biggest, number 1. Yeah, you see it's A. So you say box A is the biggest one, right? Box A is the biggest. You can say the biggest box. Box A is the biggest box. The same rule, double G-E-S-T. So from all of them, you chose just one, the biggest one. All right, you don't forget about definite article the, all right? So the next one, nice, nicer, and the nicest. Do you remember the rule? I told you that you have E letter, so you add just R, right? You already have E. That's why you have nicer. The same rule applies here. So we have the nicest, the nicest. So the same EST, you don't add extra E, right? Nicest. All right. And one more adjective. Friendly, friendlier. You remember Y change into I. The same rule applies here. We have the friendliest. The friendliest. Again, our I and EST. Alright, now as usual, I will give you some examples. For example, the nicest. Usually girls love shopping, right? And when they see something that they like, they're very emotional. They say, imagine one girl likes the bag. She says, oh my God, it is the nicest bag in the world. For her, it's the nicest, the best, right? It is the nicest bag, all right? So let me clean first. This is the nicest bag in the world. So your category here is in the world, in the whole world. It's number 1. It's the nicest bag, right? So we have our adjective here. All right, and then the friendliest. Example about John. Do you remember our student John and Bob, right? So John is the friendliest student in the class. All right? You can say like John is friendliest in the class. You can say the friendliest student, or you can leave it the friendliest. He's the friendliest category in the class. Our categories are here in the world, in the class. He is the friendliest. All right? And now we will talk about our long adjectives. Expensive, more expensive. This is long adjective. When we have long one, we add the most, right? You don't say expensivest because it's already a long one. Don't make it more difficult. So we will write the most expensive. Yeah, the same adjective. Copy paste. Copy paste, all right? More, the most. And the same rule for adjective comfortable. More comfortable, the most comfortable. All right? The most comfortable. And as usual, let's talk about our sentences. I will give you the example for the most expensive. All right? So, as usual, the picture of 3 cups. We talked about before about the cheapest cup. Now we will talk about the most expensive cup. So the same thing, $10, $8, $5, cup A, B, C. From the price, what can you say? Which cup is the most expensive? Yeah, you see, cup A, $10. It's the most expensive cup. All right? Cup A is the most expensive. So you see from the picture, so you just say cup A is the most expensive, right? The most expensive. All right? And the example, the most comfortable, for example, this armchair is the most comfortable armchair. I love it, right? You feel it, you sit on the comfortable armchair and you say, oh my god, this is the most comfortable. All right, so this armchair is the most comfortable. You can say, you can finish the sentence here, or you can say full version, the most comfortable, and repeat armchair one more time. All right, so the most comfortable, right? This armchair is the most comfortable. All right, now you see all the rules, the basic rule for comparative and superlative degree. Your task is for this lesson to make example sentences with these adjectives, or maybe you can use different adjectives, but start using this one. Who is the fastest in your class? I don't know. What is the cheapest? For example, some objects on the table. Who is the oldest, right? Or what is the oldest in your town, right? The biggest, the nicest, the friendliest. I am the friendliest in the family, right? So make sentences connected with your life and don't just write them. Do you remember our rule? You say them, repeat them. Imagine that you talk about your life. Don't read. Say them, pronounce them. All right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 examples from your life. So look at the board one more time. And thank you very much. And I hope to see you in our next lessons. Take care and bye.